Yes, y'all. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We got another episode here at the Strugle Cafe. That's right. We are live at the Struggle Network. I am your host, the Struggle Chef, a.k.a. Chef Strugle, and this is an easy, it's a whole fried chicken. Nice and easy, juicy, simple, salt brine with a little bit of seasoning on it. This is my wife's, favorite basic, chicken when it comes to, an easy chicken dinner. And I even whipped up a little bit of gravy on the side to go with it. And I wrote a song about it. Like to hear it? Here you go. Let's work. Well, all right, y'all. As always, we're going to start off simple. We got our whole chicken. We got a nice little clean bath, for it. You got to clean your chicken, you know what I'm saying? Just something easy. You clean it however you like to clean it. That's how I do it. A little lemon water, vinegar, some salt. That's it. And now we're just going to dry it up, get it ready. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you pat it dry. It's not really that crazy because, what we're doing with the salt brine is going to get the moisture out anyways. But you don't want a wet chicken. So got it all dried up. And what we're going to do is going to spatchcock it. Now, usually I got some scissors and I can just cut it and just make it easier. But I can't find them and whatever. So I'm just going to slice it up with this slicer. Now, what this basically does is, it'll help out the cooking process, help it cook a little faster. And you could take out that spine and save it for some stock. So now we got our carcass out. We're going to flip it, get it ready. Well, first of all, I got to chop off some of these wing tips because I use those for stock too. But now we got it ready. So, we're just going to flip it and we're just going to try to snap the breastplate a little bit. Just, press a little bit, not too crazy like I did, but just to get it a little flattened out. Nice and easy for a nice even cook. So get your wire rack ready. Get it together. And the wire rack is important for this process because you want that airflow to go under it. And what we're going to do is just go a little bit heavy with the salt. Now, this process takes a while. And what you don't want to do is you want to oversalt your wingtips because I did that the first time I did this and I almost threw the whole bird out thinking that I ruined the whole chicken, but I just oversalted the wings because, just not really paying attention. But the rest of the bird came out perfectly. Just don't oversalt the wings, but go a little bit heavy on the breast, obviously, and the thighs and everything. And what this does is basically it's going to do two things that I know for a fact. It's going to take out all that, extra water and the moisture inside the chicken. It's going to dry it out, and it's also the salt's going to penetrate the chicken. So you're not going to have to, really season it. You're not going to really have to season it at all. And it's going to taste perfect. But get everything, all, every nook and cranny, anything that if you're going to bite it, put some salt white on it. Just do that. But like I said, just don't go heavy on the wings. So, and once I got, some salt on, I usually do this process the next day or when I'm about to cook it, but I ain't really care. It ain't really hurt nobody. So I just go throw on some seasoning, some garlic powder, some smoked paprika, some onion powder, a little bit of Italian seasoning. And I just let all the flavors penetrate. And it's just a light coating. You don't have to go crazy on it. It's not really, this is going to sit in the refrigerator for about 48 hours. I'm not doing the 24-hour thing. I got a whole bunch of stuff going on. Making a few videos. And sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So going a little bit light on the Italian seasoning. The reason why I use Italian seasoning is because it has dried herbs in it. Dried herbs on some chicken ain't gonna hurt. So that's how it looks, nice and seasoned. It looks like it's gonna taste good. And we're just gonna put it in the refrigerator for 48 hours and let that airflow hit it. And that's how it's supposed to look 48 hours later. You see the difference, how it's, look, that thing look dried out. Pardon me as I get my pan ready. But the thing is super dried out. You know what I'm saying? All the water, all the moisture is gone out of there. It don't even look like it's going to be juicy, but it is though. You know what I'm saying? So now we're going to get our pan together. Got 2.5 cups of a little bit of peanut oil. There we go. Like I said, 2.5 cups of peanut oil, 350 degrees. And be careful with this. Like I said, I put 2.5 cups, specifically for a reason. because when you put your chicken in, the oil's gonna rise. So just put it in slowly and put it in away from you if you have a big enough frying pan. If not, you can cut it in half. Chop it up and do it that way. But this is how I do it, nice and easy. And while the chicken is cooking on one side, I'm just gonna coat the rest of the other side with the hot oil. Help it cook a little bit faster. And I also got my oven is gonna be set to 400 degrees because I'm gonna finish it in the oven for about the last 25 minutes to a half an hour. I've done this probably like 4 or 5 times trying to make this video, the perfect way, but it's always something that happened. Either my gravy came out horrible, I'm watching TV, I'm on my phone or something, not paying attention, and when I flip the chicken, it's too black. You know what I'm saying? The chicken comes out fine, but it's not, it doesn't look, presentable. That's how it's supposed to look. As I'm about to, go crazy, about to messing up the flip, trying to show y'all, because I'm so proud of myself at this moment. Like, I finally got a golden bird. Look at that. But yeah, I just cooked it for about maybe 15 to 20 minutes, depending on the size of your bird. This is about 4.5 pounds. So once I flip it, I'm gonna cook it for another 10 minutes in that oil, and I'm gonna put my probe in. And once it gets to 145-ish, that's when I take it out, put it on the wire rack, and put it in the oven for about, until it reaches 165, basically. Nice and simple. And the reason why I got all this aluminum foil on my under my wire racks, because my wife just cleaned the stove, and I ain't trying to hear nothing. This grease be popping all over the place, and I ain't trying to get nothing messed up. Not this time, next time. So yeah, we got our probe in there, set to 165, oven set to 400, and we just gonna put that thing in there and just let it cook. So now, we're gonna get our little basic gravy situated. So I'm gonna take just a little bit of that oil that we cooked the chicken in, some of that flavor and the fat. Just gonna throw in some flour and just make a little light roux. Now, usually I put shallots or onions in and then cook it with a little bit of garlic before I put the flour in. So if I was you, I would do that if you want to do this. If you know how to make gravy, you don't need no tips or nothing, do you. But this is basically what I just did. It came out all right to me, but like I said, I do put shallots or onions in and cook it before I, put the flour in. But it's all good. We're just doing this. It's all good. Throwing my homemade chicken stock. You already know. No store-bought chicken stock over here. We don't do that. I'm just getting the consistency together. It's a little bit thick. And I knew for a fact, because I didn't put my onions and garlic and all that stuff in, I was going to need a little bit of help. So throwing a little bit of browning. Just trying to make sure it's not too thick. It's like that perfect gravy consistency. Throw in some herbs, a little bit of thyme, some parsley. Just gonna whisk it, get the flavors together, taste it. See how much salt we're gonna need. Just keep, getting it together. I'm gonna end up taking the thyme out too. We'll just need it for a little bit of flavor. Put my black pepper in, fresh black pepper. You already know. And sometimes I just be doing things, I know I'm not a culinary, I'm not a chef. I've never been to school, never worked in a restaurant or anything like that. But you know what I'm saying? I think I'm alright. But the reason why I ain't trying to work in no kitchen or nothing, I can't take none of that pressure, man. Somebody said, man, this thing's whack. I have to go back, all right, man, I'm getting my knife. I'm about to stab this dude in the kneecap. But yeah, we got our chickens up to 165, Now it's ready to plate. Now it's sexy time. You know what I'm saying? Fresh out the oven. It's perfect, 165. Gonna let it rest for about 15, 20 minutes, So we're just gonna take it off the wire rack. And you already know it's done when they want to start, slicing itself. That thing trying to butcher itself. Like, we good. And like I said in my last chicken video, I'm not the greatest carver. I just slice it up. But we do our best over here in the Stroop Lake Cafe, y'all. We do this for y'all, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this chicken is cooked perfectly. And And you know it's done when you could just, whip the wing off like that. If you could just rip the wing off just cleanly, that's done. But we're going to chop it up, give y'all some more close-ups. This is what I didn't do in one of my last chicken videos that I wish I did because it was so juicy. Look at that. Now, you would think that taking the moisture out of the chicken with the salt brine would completely just dry this chicken out. But you'd be wrong. I'm telling you. It's flavorful. Nice and juicy. And this goes with anything. Some potatoes, some rice, you want a salad or something, chop it up. Do you, player. But we're going to plate this up with some of that homemade gravy. Get our perfect chop on there. This is like my favorite piece of the whole chicken. When it's cooked right, it's just perfect. So there you go, y'all. Nice and easy whole fried chicken. This is one of my wife's favorite recipes. It's real simple. Nice, silky, smooth, velvety gravy. We're going to go ahead and, take a slice for y'all. Then we got to go out, show y'all what it looked like. Thumbs up. Always. Not always. I'm going to keep it 1,000. It ain't always no thumbs up. I'm talking about. But this one was good. This one was hit. So yeah, y'all. If you got to the end of the video, you already know the rules. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. All that. You know what I'm saying? If you modified it, you didn't modify it, you liked it, you didn't like it, let us know in the comments, y'all. But you already know where we at. Peace.